Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the pYanodons playthrough. It's fantastic, Mr. Ghost. And we're looking at Cobalt today. Yes, I want these machines. And this is the recipe. Yeah, oh gosh. 2 Cobalt using hot air. It'd be 1 without. But first, last episode, the final push to get those Arquid Mark IIs was on. And one of the first ingredients that I created was ethanol. Using mushrooms, tufa, and filtration, here it is. Oh, and don't forget about Zogna. I did, but you don't. The next fluid was the ethylene glycol. This build worked out pretty well, and well, guess what? We need slaked lime, and yeah, lime's coming up a lot. We'll talk about that later. The final ingredient was created. Mutant enzymes. Now, what's crazy is this was the only ingredient I need to spin up the percent chance. After that, this is just going to sit until pi science 3. Yeah, so we did all of this stuff just to get one MK2 Mark II Arquid. That's nuts. But the good thing is we'll use all this stuff in Science 3. Or pi science 3. And there she is, the Arquid Mark II, finally. Now, I had forgotten about the Dilmo pups and the Dilmo. So we spun those up, or I spun them up. And now the Dilmo's in our train that goes nowhere. So after cleaning up all the mess from the percent chance recipe, I created this thing here. And it works pretty well. One thing I noticed when I was watching these being created, and it's not a big deal, is if you want them faster, the Mark II Arquid, you have to have 2 incubators with the heat. Otherwise, it's really slow. But let me tell you, this didn't take long at all. So now the B build is completely upgraded. Mark II Bs. The craft speed is almost 3.8, so this thing's gonna crank. Now, while I was over here, I noticed that the wax is building up, and I don't know how that's happening. I thought this was a neutral process here, so I'll have to take a look at this again. But I'm gonna have to cut a train in to get this wax out of here before too long. I don't know. I think let's see. Yeah, it hasn't vented yet because I have a pump, not an overflow. The overflow is an 80%, so 20% of this tank would go into the thing, well, it'd be 80,000 right now. It's 82. So I made sure to put a pump on there and green wired or red wired it. I forgot to mention that last episode, in between cuts as promised, we have Faugwe in the farming area now. 2,000 Faugways. It's about time too, because we're ramping up production as we go here. The Mark II machines have really pushed me into a different direction. These little tiny builds within builds, it isn't going to cut it anymore. You really need to train stuff and in high quantities now, because the whole base is double speed now. It's from craft speed 1 to 2. Now the next thing I'm going to do here is the Tufras. I'm going to move the Tufras over here. I'm going to shut off the Tufa build, the pickup for where I have the Coralexes. So we'll have a Tufa seed and Tufa, I guess they're potatoes, and alien potatoes. So I'll have those here as well. Now, there might be a couple more that I'm missing. I haven't looked yet. I've been busy with other stuff. All right, getting back to the project of the day here. I don't know how much I'm going to do today in this episode. Depends on timing. This particular cobalt chain is really interesting, and we need lime to start this off. So I've been working on familiarizing myself with the lime process, and, it's a tough one. So we need syngas to make this cobalt sulfate along with the lime and the cobalt extract. Now I have the cobalt extract on the network. That's not a problem. The next phase here requires sulfuric acid. I guess it cleans it a little bit, takes some impurities out. Then the next phase here uses water to, I guess, clean it more. I don't know why the water would be here, but we got tailings. We'll capture that. Now I don't foresee this being a production item yet, but let's set it up like it is, and we'll collect the tailings for sure. And then the nanomaterial machine comes into play here. We got an excellent plate. Now, I'm going to have to revisit the Nexilite plate, but that's a part of the smelter redesign, getting to molten stuff. We add ceramic Nexilite plate to get the... Oh, and the cobalt oxide, and then we get the super crystalline structure. Now, this particular recipe, you know, like I said, it's 2 cobalt with the hot air versus 1. We need 10 per mining machine. So I'm going to run this until I get all the mining machines, and I want to build them all. And there's a lot. There's 13. So that means I need, what, 130 of these cobalt-chromium alloys. Now, here is the big phosphate. Now, it's kind of weird. They're inconsistent in their naming of these mining machines. I assume there's big mining machines later. So we'll have to just go with what we got. I'll maybe look through the tech tree if I remember to see what else is coming up down the line. But my assumption is that there's only a few big phosphate. There's 2 sizes. There's small and big of the phosphate. And there's I think another one that's big and small. The rest, I think like aluminium and tin and all those others, I think they're just one size, and then maybe there's another tier to it. I don't know. Like I said, I'll look at it. Here are the mining machines in the crafting menu here. Now, under the high tech, you'll see that there is a phosphate mine and a rare earth extractor. I haven't made one of these yet. I should, because I'd like to see what it looks like. Maybe I'll do that. But under the Pi raw ores tab here, you'll see that these are the other ones now. And for some reason, they put the phosphate in here. So there's a big phosphate mine. But my question is, well, why isn't this under the high tech? Because they have the phosphate here. Well, just put it next to it or something. I don't know. So like I said, it's a little bit confusing. Yeah, so I think I'll make this one here. I want to check it out. I haven't really... Yeah, rare earth. I only have one rare earth build. And that's... I did the bitumen for that. And my goal was to get nitrogen and liquid nitrogen consistently. But what I'm going to do is just start from here and work my way over and get these all built. Now, let's talk about this lime. It's a nightmare, this lime stuff, because of the coke requirement. And we need slacked lime or slaked lime for the sodium hydroxide, which is becoming a big issue. And when running this base full tilt, it's going to come up and hurt. So over where I have the old coke recipe here, this is the inefficient one, I call it, where it's using raw coal to coke. Now I rebuilt this here, and I decided, well, while it's here, let me get some lime up and running. And here it is. And the recipe is pretty nuts. It's 6 lime extractors, limestone, I guess, to 1 pressure furnace. I haven't checked the coke. Let's do that now. Okay, so the max rate calculator here, I drug it over 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, and 2 seems to do it. Now, as you can see, I cut in a train over here, and a byproduct is carbon dioxide. So I put in a bleed off here just in case this is all full. So it's a 100,000 tank feeding this 100,000 tank. I don't want to leave any carbon dioxide on the table at all, if I can. There's some builds I just kind of throw it away because it's just, I don't want to cut more trains. Now I have this pump controlled here to 50,000. That way there's room for the lime process here to dump off into here. So the kite calcs will be, just a supplement. Now there's another recipe for lime, which I'm going to be working on. It's kind of a tricky one because I started doing something and I regret it now, but it's not going to be tough to fix. I'll show you that. So over here by the animal parts build, I'm collecting these shells from the Zyhifos. Now, I'm not really wanting to rely on lime from shells. So what I did is I shouldn't have done this, but I'm transporting the shells to, I think, 2 or 3 builds, and then I'm crushing them for lime. Now, because I'm doing that currently, I have to go hunt down where they are, and I think LTN Manager might help me find them. I decided to make a shell to lime pickup here. Now, this is temporary, and the stop is here. It fits. Yeah, it does fit, so we're safe there. Now, I was kind of wanting to get away from Zyhifos and their blood to make the etching solution. But I'm not sure when that's going to happen, so I'm going to have the shells consistently. Now, the better option here is to keep the shells on site where the zyphos are being rendered, and then making the lime there. So that's my drive. I'm going to get to that point. So here's where the etching solution is made, and the zyphos are up here. And oddly enough, I have lime that I need for the biofilters right here, or the biofilm, I think it's called. Now here's where I'm picking up the shells. Well, I have a room. I can cut a train in right here and take the shells and do a filter splitter and split right on off, do the lime, and do a pickup over here. So it would save train traffic, which would be great. Now, the trick here is you need a consistent lime producer. So if I rip this out, the other builds won't, starve out. So that's why I want to get the lime here, so just convert the shells to lime and be done with it. Now, any extra shells will go to the body parts collection area, and then I'll shred them up and get biomass from them. So that's kind of where I'm going to be switching this process around. Now, one build I know for sure I'm using shells is this one right here. And that is to create the, I think it's heavily n-doped wafers, the silicon wafers. Now, this is an easy fix. All I got to do is just bring the lime in here instead of the shells. So it's just a matter of finding where these are. Like I said, I think I got 2 more spots. All right, enough about that. Let's go on. I was looking at LTN Manager a little bit there, and it's only telling me that one spot. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I only have one spot for it. All right, now let's get into this. So let's see here. I've got that capped. Okay, just want to make sure. All I need to do is connect the water here. So we'll go ahead and do that. Get that rolling. And then, if you're wondering, there's a little interesting kind of behavior with the mini loaders. The yellow mini loaders will import into a case at the rate of the belt connected to it. So you can use yellow with blue belt, yellow mini loaders with blue belt, and it'll still go in at the speed of blue. So I'm just using the exploit to my advantage because I think these are way too expensive. And the recipe, I asked the mod dev if he could have a configure, like a way to configure the mod settings, and he's like, "We'll just modify the file," and that's not the way you do it. You're supposed to offer the feature. If someone asks for it, then you should look into it and see if it's viable for your mod. And the reason I posed this modification to his mod is because of the mods like pYanodons, mods like other I can't remember, let's see, not Crest, I think it's Crestorio 2, Space Exploration, all these other mods. It's very expensive to make a splitter sometimes, or a mini loader. And they require 1 million, 3, sometimes 4 stack inserters and fast inserters, things like that. And I thought, well, what? And I never understood why a yellow inserter isn't used with a yellow mini loader. It's the fast is used with the yellow. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Yellow, yellow. Then you got the fast, which is blue, with the red mini loader. So fast for the red mini loader, and then stack for the filter. The stack would be for the blue one, right? I think it's express and then fast or something. I can't remember the blue. Now, yeah, it should be yellow, then blue, then stack. Now they got rid of the filter. So this mod should be updated to only have yellow, red, blue, and have the filtering capabilities included in them. But the mod dev hasn't done anything. I think it's kind of an abandoned mod right now, which is kind of unfortunate. All right, there we go. We're cruising along. And you can see that this thing is barely being touched right now. So that's, I figured this is a good location for the lime. All right, this is done. And now I have, and then on this one here, I don't have a priority, and I'm offering only 200 just in case, I need it in low quantities. And this lime build right here is going to be 100 provide priority. Oh, and also I should mention that I am prioritizing the shells here because I need them for the, the heavily end doped. But that's an easy switch. Once I get that switched over to using lime, then, I can get rid of this shell thing. And this case is uncapped, by the way. So let's head back. I'm going to head back up to the hub. I'm going to find a location for our cobalt, and we'll get cracking. Oh, wow. This was fun. So, I did max rate calculator before I built this. And it turns out, in order to make this run consistently, I need 3 of the leaching stations for this cobalt sulfate. Oh, it's sulfate. Okay. And what's this stuff here? Clean cobalt. Yeah, because we clean it with the sulfuric acid. There we go. So it was it's 1 to 1. So that's what I did. I mean, it was 3 and 3. So okay, I'll just feed them together, and then all this gets fed into this cobalt extract or oxide. Yeah. So I did a direct insert here and then belt it across from the other 2 for simplicity, kind of save some space. And then here's the water there. Oh, and then I forgot to put an inserter in here. I pre-built this, and I forgot this damn inserter. I didn't want to reposition all the power poles, so I just slapped a power pole in there. And there we go. This thing can eat some Nexolite plate and ceramic. Wow. Chomp, chomp, chomp. And then there we go. Yep, so I almost forgot about the recipe here, because I didn't have a commentator to remind me of all the stuff. I'm like, oops. Yeah, it worked out pretty well doing this case. Oh, and then I forgot the borax here. I don't have that countered or, capped, because I consider it an ore. Well, the problem is when I have situations like this and I forget, I'm like, oh no. But a whole train fit in here plus all the other junk. So I was safe there. And then, lime, what do you know? Let's see here. Oh, no, I almost forgot about gasoline and hot air. So I did the 4 stop there. But it worked out pretty good. Later on, I'll come over here and the tailings isn't that big of a deal. And this... Oh, and I checked. There's only one use for this cobalt, and that's for the mining machines that I'm going to make. I'm like, are you kidding me? It might change. You know, you might add a recipe for it. I don't know. The devs do that sometimes. I noticed that some of the isotopes, the U-230, whatever, blah, 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 some of them aren't even being used, but we're producing them. The only recipe is to void them in a burner. So there's only a couple that we're using. I think americerium is one, but I could see them being used later. You know, they probably haven't finished that because it's more of an end game kind of thing. So anyway, what else? Oh yeah, and then I checked the research tree, and what we have is it. There's one more coming up, and one more mining machine for regolite. I'm like, oh, okay. So that's later on though. So let's head back up, and we'll start making the mining machines. I'm gonna make one of each, like I said, and I'm gonna play around with them and see what's up. I don't want to dedicate 13 machines for it, so I'll make one at a time. I'll just switch the recipe. It's the same recipe for all of them. So I'll go and work on that, collect all the machines, and we'll set them up, see what they do. I spy a titanium rock. Oh, baby. Boom. Come on. There we go. I was out of the window. Look at this thing. Oh, one thing I noticed. Notice the rock and the miner. See how it kind of superimposes on there? Oh my god, that thing is huge. This thing is enormous. So yeah, the actual rock itself is still there. And oh, look at that. Little cases on there. All kinds of stuff. So, oh, now, what? I don't know. We could put prod in here. So the best thing to do is efficiency. Now, what I noticed is they take the drill heads. Now there's a mega drill head too. And there's only one recipe for the mega, and that's later on. I think I don't know when it unlocks. But oh, and then there's a drill head recipe that I'm going to implement. It's this one here. I think I'm safe to do it now. And it's a real minimal amount of material. Stainless steel, titanium, and niobium. 4 of each. Well, 4 and then 3 on the niobium. And you get 10 drill heads. Now, I have one I think that has 8. So I'm going to switch the recipe and reconfigure it all. But I'll run it out. You know, I'll run the material out. Bring the rest of the crap back to the hub. And then I'll switch over to this one. You get more drill heads out of it. So that's what I'm going to do on that one. Now, I wanted to check this. I'll do a wood case here. I want to see how this looks. So I have a drill head. Holy crap. Oh, wow. Well, that burned through the drill head pretty quick. Ouch. Hold up a minute. Look how fast that went. Holy crap. How am I supposed to keep this fed? Well, the mega drill head is coming up. Yeah, let's take a look at that on the research tree here. Okay, I switched something on FNEI and it says show disabled. I think I gotta do that one. And I have hidden. I thought that would have been it. So, craft. Yeah, it's still not working. There's the usage. Oh, well, that one. All right, so I went to the research tree, and let's find it here. Now, this is really crazy. We got helium-4, aluminium, boron carbide, industrial diamond. Oh, God. And 10 super alloy. You get 3 mega drill heads, and it's 10 gigajoules. So, 10 gigajoules, and this thing here is only... Oh, it's 5. Let me put in a bunch there. Oh, wow, look at this. It's got the lasers on it. It looks like a... Oh, look, it's like a dinosaur. Look. Oh, weird. It's like one of those mechs from... You remember that movie, Wild Wild West with Will Smith? That's what it reminds me of. I love that movie. It was fun. Holy crap. Oh, the case is full. Well, that was cool. I really like that. All right, so over here, I have some more mines. I'm going to head over this way. All right, here's a copper monolith. And every one of these has a different look to them. Look at this thing. It's like a core mining drill. It's going into the, down in. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, and they got a little copper pile over here, it looks like. Some kind of thing. So I'm just testing these out. I'll hook trains up to them. But, yeah, I'm a little worried about this drill head. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to do that. Oh, wait. There we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, look. Something over there. They got little bots. Oh, yeah, this one required the pYanobots. The first part, the MK Mark 1s, I guess you could say. That's really interesting. Yeah, they got bots flying around. Oh, look, the bots are carrying this. What are they doing? They're going in and carrying out a case. And they fly. Ah, that is hilarious. I love it. Oh, I got my little wolf buddy here. So let me go find another one. There's a bunch in this area, so I'm going to try them out. All right, here's a tin enriched one. Boom. There we go. And let's rinse and repeat here. Yeah, it looks like it's just the mining or the drill heads. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop that in there. Oh, and I forgot the efficiencies. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. It's kind of scraping. I wonder... Wow. So it's going down... It looks like it's scraping it up and then sweeping it away. That is fast. Look how fast it is. Pretty cool. I do like the fact that we only need the drill head. And, we don't need, like, steam. Because steam is so crazy mining. Oh, God, it's nuts. And, yeah, it just takes a lot of power. It's very intense on the resources, though. But we'll have to consider that. All right, I have another one marked. And, oh, there's quartz over there. Oh, I got to watch out. Oh, now, I don't know if the big phosphate fits on these. It might. No, it doesn't. I found a big phosphate one, and that's the alien remains. So let's go over this way now. All right, our next victim is an iron reserve, and look at this thing. This is so cool. Oh, and I got to remember to put this thing in so it saves on the drill heads. Now, it's called a open pit iron mine. Really cool. All right, let's case this up here. I want to see it in action. All right, we'll just put half of those in there. Oh yeah, look, see I see it's strip mining it like in rows here. I got something driving along. Wow. Look at that. Whoosh. So this thing is digging the iron. Oh, this is the okay, it's one unit. It's got some conveyors here and it's scraping these parts out, and then we got a scoop on it. That is really cool. That did not take long to... Oh, I ran out of stuff. Okay, that's fine. All right, now the next one. So that's iron. I have one up here. Now, I was looking... I do have a phosphate rock. And you see how this is... Oh, wow, 1 gig? Holy cripes. 744. You got to be careful because there's 2 sizes of those. Let me check those out. Wow, can you believe it? This one here is 1 gig. This one is 744, but it's a large. You can see the difference there. So let's go ahead and tap this one, and I'll mark it on the map. So there you go. Boom! It's so cool. It's over the remains. Now, the other ones, they're just kind of like a pit, and it's grinding it. So I want to see what this looks like. All right, here we go. Bonk. Oh, wow. It's got some kind of lights. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder how it's extracting it. I got this little satellite over here. That's kind of funny. Oh, that's fast. Oh, that is fast. That's nuts. Holy cripes. I like how yeah, I love these alien remains. They're really cool. Well, that lasted pretty long. That's not bad. Okay, so that's that. Oh, let me mark this one here. I'm putting an X with the resource on it. All right. Now, what's interesting, this is called the quartz mine, but it looks similar to the iron one. And notice how it's formed the same. So I think they used the graphic. Oh, it's kind of built in. That's why it looks that way. That's pretty cool. I like it. All right, let's put a case on it. Efficiency module. And then, oh, I need acetylene. Oh, interesting. So this is the first one where you need a gas for it. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll bring a train in. There it is right there. Yeah, I'll bring a train in real quick here, and then we'll see this work. All right. Oh, I got to signal this here because it's squawking here. So what are you trying to do? Oh, I got the... Oh, the train is blocking. My train. There we go. And there we go. I don't know if it's going to be able to get out. Oh, cool. All right. So we got some pipes and stuff. I just noticed that now. Oh, and this is quartz. Holy moly. Look how fast that is. That's insane. Oh, they got bot. Oh, there are little bots in this one too. But I only made one with a bot. 14 thou. Look at how fast the acetylene's going down. I don't know how. I am just trying to figure out how. Oh, look, the bot. It's a construction bot, and it's working on its welding or doing some kind of welding. Oh, that's cool. I love it. All right, this one is huge. Look at the size of this thing. True to pYanodons form. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at this thing. Oh, what does it take? Okay, good. Oh, look at this. We have efficiency, 2 slots of efficiency on this one. That's unusual. It's not normal there. Okay, so it's good that... Now, one thing I noticed, that's the first one, what is it, the quartz one? That's the first one we need a fuel for. And you know what? It doesn't make sense that it's acetylene. You would think it'd be something related to the quartz mining, like syngas or something. Okay, let's see what this does. Okay, they got some... Oh, look, they got these plungers here. Bunch of smoke. Red lights. That's cool. Oh, look, it says aluminium pie. I can't see. Oh, construction, I think it is. You know, I'm surprised it's... I mean, it looks like it's fast. That productivity bar is cranking, though. But, you know, let's take some of these out. I want some for the next project here. So, yeah, just a lot of smoke. And we got the plungers here. We got, like, a little conveyor-looking thing. And all that. So, I like this thing. I like the size. It's just, it's so... Here I am, you know? I love it. Very cool. But, you know, again, it only takes metals, you know, to, you know, make this thing. So, definitely got to beef up the mining and the smelting. Oh, and later on, there's some tech where it uses the moltens. This is why I'm going towards moltens even, too, is you start seeing it popping up. The drill heads start using the molten versions, and you get, you know, a lot. I think it's up to 50 on these, so... Now, over here, there's a coal one. Yeah, I have it marked, so I marked that one. All right, let's head over this way. All right, here's the coal. Oh, this one looks cool. Oh, I like it. It's got these kind of big pits in here. Some kind of thing going this way, a stack. Oh, this looks really neat. So let's go ahead and pop a case on there, and 1 efficiency there. And drill. Oh, kerosene. What? Okay. Well, let's put in some fuel here. We'll get 13 in there. Yeah, it's fine. All right, I'm going to cut a train in over here. All right, finally. Oh, my gosh. This kerosene came from very far away. All right. Oh, we got... Oh, there are containers coming out of these 2 holes. What is it? I don't know what this is doing here. It's got some kind of rotational stuff here. Oh. Oh, it's got some kind of weird hologram-looking thing here. That's fast. Ah, that is nuts. Oh, this one doesn't consume the drill head as much. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, it's done already. That's what I love about these. They're so fast. Oh, I wanted to make sure. I was thinking about an application for these, and the mining fluid, or whatever you want to call it, the fuel here. Well, I guess this is mining fluid, because the fuel is the drill head, really. And, I mean, both have fuel values. So, I was thinking about putting, like, a whale on this. That way, you know, if it's there, it's there. And then you supplement the builds. And eventually you can do farming 2 ores. And then you basically place all your... You do the farming right into a system of smelting, right? And you get tailings from the system, you know, throughout the processing. Like in iron, you get the tailings, and the tailings becomes a product to the farming. So it's I would assume it's a closed loop if you can factor it right, you know. All right, let's find out what else we got to do. I got, what, 4 more. Chromium, lead, nickel, and zinc. So I got to find those now. So I'll check out where they are. Ooh, this is a pretty cool rock here. Look at this. It's got some kind of greenish veins on it. Nice. There it is. Oh, and yeah, it's formed the same. So they basically took the graphic for the rich rock, and then they put assets on it. I like it. That's cool. All right, good. So we only need the drill head here. So we'll go put a box on this, and we'll get this rolling to see what it looks like. And I will do that. Okay. Oh, they're drilling into the rock. See that? Oh, okay. They're like these scrapers, or, you know, whatever. Girl. Pretty fast. Nice. Let me grab some of those. Oh, there's 3. There's this one. So they got 3. And then they got the satellite thing here. But there was no radar in it, you know, in the recipe. And it says ZN on it. Nice. Zinc. I like it. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, zinc ore. Cool. All right. Finally, I found a nickel one here. Holy cripes. Look at that. It's the rock. And it fits right up on the... Or it's like a cliff graphic. Oh, look at that. They got little... Oh, what's this stuff here? All right, what do we got here? All right, so we got efficiency and all that, yeah. Let's put a box on here, and then we just put drill heads in. Yeah, so they're little mechs, little pie mechs. I love it. What are they doing? Looks like they're clawing at... Oh. Yeah, they're clawing at it and scraping. That's why the rocks look like they're being scraped. They got some kind of... Oh, yeah, some stuff going on here. Conveyors and stuff. That's pretty cool. Oh, it says nickel here. I wish I could get out of that. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'll have to get some drill heads. All right, 2 more. Chromium and lead. Boy, these... Now, I know I have lead somewhere around. I've seen it. Oh, autosave. Oh, I gotta mark this one. All right, I'll find those. One of those at least. All right, I found a chromium. And there it is. Oh, there we go. Okay, this one looks pretty cool. Oh, it's got some kind of rotator on there. And good. Only the drill head here. So let's go ahead and put a case down and all that jazz. And we'll see what this looks like. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, wow. I wonder... Oh, it's got some lasers on it. Light. Wow. That's pretty cool. Nothing going on up here. Oh, it says CR there. Okay. I filled up pretty good. Not bad. All right, now I'm having trouble finding a lead mine, so I'll keep looking. It's the last one. Oh, there's the rare earth one, too. I'd like to hook that up. All right, I finally found a lead one here. There we go. Boom! Right by the kite calcs over here. One of them, at least. Yeah, this one looks pretty cool. Oh, let's go up here. They got some kind of a tank. It's got some logo on there. I can't really tell what it is. I got the pot. Oh, PB for lead. Cool. Yeah. Oh, I hope this doesn't require a fluid. Oh, good. It doesn't. All right. There we go. And boom. Oh, neat. Oh, look at that. They're popping open. Boop, 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 boop. And then they bounce down. So that must be the lead. It's grinding the lead. And then, you know, whatever happens there. It's just an animation, but yeah, I like to try and, you know, determine what's going on, you know. I like the wires. That's cool. That is cool. Oh, it's got this conveyor right here. It looks like maybe it's grinding the lead rock, and then the stuff ends up here, and that's some kind of you know, process there. That's cool. All right, I forgot about the rare. Oh, what is it? Okay, south of Tar, right here. Yeah, right here is a. And they're all over the place. It's a rare earth ore, so I'm gonna do that one, and then we'll end it because. You know, I figure all this bee stuff, I want to have a little fun, make some new machines, check them out. You know, that's why pYanodons is so much fun. All the animations and the complexity is obviously fun too, but it's also the very unique animations for all the machines. So I'm going to go make that thing, and we'll end it there. All right, the final one that I know of here, we still have uranium and the regolite, so I'll look into those, and if I find them, you know, if I can make them, then great. But I don't think I can make the regolite one. Uranium one is probably later, so oh, look at that. So the rock it's surrounding the rock. Pretty cool. Oh, power. That's it. We'll put some of it. Wow. Okay, this is gonna be a max limit. Yeah, 80. Yeah, still. So I noticed that 2 efficiency modules because it's minus 30, which is really good for a module 1. So that's 60% right there in power reduction. So in that case, put prod in there, and now that slows it down minus 50. So I like to go do a speed, and then so it goes up in 15% speed. Now the power is plus 160, 78 megawatts. Oh my gosh. Let's take the speed out and then see what's going on here. 60 power. It goes down by 25. So yeah, you're better off just doing this, you know. You reduce the power. Wow, 12 megawatts for this sucker. That's crazy. All right, let's go with that there. Yeah, it's just a powered item. Okay, let me grab a power pole. A big one. And then we'll get a small. Bam. Oh, cool. So it's going around it, and it's laser cutting it out. Oh, look, down here. They got a conveyor system that's grinding it over here. Ha! I love it. It says rare earth. Okay. Oh, it says excavation. That's what it says. Rare earth excavation. I like this one. It's kind of cool because these little laser guys are running around. Don't hit each other. Bam. That's neat. I love how the resource is integrated into the graphic and all that. So yeah, you see these things plopping around, and then boom, it's retrofitted with all this machinery and all that. Really cool. I love it. Oh, that's slow. Wow. Now the drill heads really make a difference, right? You can tell the difference between the ones with the drill heads and the indoor fluid and these here. Now the salt and sulfur are so slow, and I think there's just the one version that we have. Oh, one thing I forgot to showcase, I did this a while ago, and it's the oil, and here it is. I redid this whole area, this whole rail system here, and this is a medium oil derrick, so there's probably another one, assuming, and that is cool. Look at this. I got the barrels there. I put speed in this one. I probably should put... well, it is slow, so yeah, speed is fine. 200%. 900 kilowatts. That's another reason why I didn't mind putting speed in here. So they've got the, you know, the whole, you know, drilling rig and all that, and then the barrels there. That is really neat. And yeah, salt. So I don't think salt is. I think there's just a level 1 on it. I'll leave that there. Let it sit. All right. Well, that does all the ones. Covers all the ones that I think I can do. I'll look into the other ones, trying to eliminate anything. I think uranium, like I said, I don't think I can get them until we do further research there. Cool. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed the spin up there of the mining machines. We got the cobalt for it at least. And yeah, 2 things. One, I was thinking whales for those as a supplement to other mining ops until we get the farming abilities where we can farm the plants and make them enriched with whatever ore, quote unquote. And then the, yeah, the way I envision it is you won't need to do any trains for your raw ores. And then everything is self-contained to a certain degree. I mean, you're going to have industries feeding the processing plant that you're going to have. It's going to be enormous, these big farms and all this. So that's kind of how I envision the end game. And then we got the smart farms that we can attach to any one of these other things, you know, like the Reina and all that, because you do need you need the plants to make the enriched stuff. So smart farms come into play for that, you know. So yeah, I'm really interested in that end game type stuff. But for now, we got the whales, and we're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way, you know, training stuff around. Now, next episode, I hope to work on that coke build, so I'll get prepping on that. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed all the cool mining machines, the cobalt. See you in the next one. Peace out.